Hey friends, we need to very quickly talk about the last week's vlog, which has unfortunately had to be deleted, which I didn't want to do because unfortunately it didn't show the forbidden path on it. So I'm going to talk about the forbidden path and hopefully probably re-show it again, I don't know. But it's basically a path with a barn that's coming down, so there you go. I've spoke about the path, and now the vlog has gone because I wasn't showing it. I was showing a house with a load of cars and stuff like that. The other reason why the vlog has gone is because there was so much controversy around it and so on, and so that's why it's gone. It's I was showing the wrong bit, so hopefully it's just one of them things. It's just one of them vlogs that has to go. Oh dearie me. So yeah, and so now this week's vlog that's going is, the vlogs are just gonna have to be more boring, probably with no sustenance to them. And they're just, because of that. Which there will be sustenance this week's vlog because there are some bits that I've done, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not what you call a vlog and stuff, and the things that I document on the channel. The stuff that I do at my building company is going on my other channel, just because it's going to be a lot better and stuff. I'll do some odd updates for this channel. My music appreciation stuff will keep happening. I've got a video coming up about top 6 bands that I have either revisited or me and my stepdad have listened to, and we thought, oh yeah, that would be a good video. Sorry, I'm sort of lying horizontally, so as you can see my knee in the air. And I've got those videos coming up too. And I also, someone at Bro Design Studios said, why don't you do a video about the vinyl that you own? I don't own any vinyl. I had 1 vinyl record, 2 vinyl records. And the reason I gave that vinyl record away is because it's been played, and a record that's been played a few times doesn't look good on a wall, and I don't know, there was a few things I had, so I thought, well, it'd look better elsewhere. And it's strange because Bro Design Studios has a link with Tidy Records. Knew the guy who was a part of Tidy Records. So I'm gonna do a video. We might. It'd be nice if me and Bro Design Studios got together and did like a bit of a discussion on. But if not, I can definitely do a video about Tidy Records. That's no problem whatsoever. But I'll just do my real dad's vinyl collection and talk about that in a video, because that's the only vinyl collection I'll ever know. And vinyl is not, it's nice to have, but vinyl is an experience. It's nothing to do with the sound. Let's be clear on that. When you get a vinyl out, it's more, it's not about the sound of a vinyl. Because if you want warm sound, tape. Now, people say tape shit and all the rest of it, but that's because they've never heard a decent tape. They've never heard a warm tape. And I remember some tapes actually sound a lot more crisper than a CD or whatever. And the later cassettes actually had that CD sound. What they actually had in them was digital plastic. And I'm going to talk about digital vinyl in another video and digital tape, because people saying, oh, digital tape doesn't exist, and digital vinyl, vinyl's analog and all the rest of it. Yes, but I want to talk about it in a video. And I'm also going to cover horrible remastered vinyl, and please stay clear of it. So that's the music appreciation stuff. Because the way the channel's going, and this channel, not taken seriously. Oh, the business stuff as well. I've got an audio podcasting course which has changed everything, and it's just changed. Everything has just changed. And I'm also doing on this channel a political rant on the blind community. Oh, that's coming. But also a lot of people want underground videos now. But I stopped doing my Cyberclans videos. People want to know, like, my video game videos that I did on here, because I didn't think people wanted it. And I was doing weekly vlogs, but that's going to be a bit more of a challenge now. Trying to make them interesting, and people just want to see shit and hear shit, to be frankly honest. There are, there are views that I have on, the advertisement community. The Sound City ad, I want to talk about this because people might not know. Today, I spoke to Daniel Adler, and I'm going to re-message him and say, look, I forgot to credit you in the ad, and I'm resharing it on Facebook to credit you in the ad. But I'm just going to let you know that I want to buy you a drink. I want to buy you a drink, just buy you a coffee or something. I know you don't drink alcohol, but can I buy you a coffee? I might just buy him a coffee and say, yeah, mate, I'll buy you a coffee in Cafe Nero or something. I don't normally do it, but Daniel Adler is a retired artist, and he's helped out with the group, and me and him are, and he was behind the project. He helped me with the psychedelic picture, and he has said I could use his artwork, but I forgot to credit him, so I think on that was my bad. But we did do it together, so me and Daniel, we did all hard work. But that's the Sound City ad. I want to welcome Daniel to the company. Daniel is coming to Radiant Advertisement, but he's a freelance artist, which means he doesn't have to come near the office. I've made it so he doesn't have to come near the office, but he'll be on the end of a phone, which I think for him that's easy. And this is like the example of a good employer. Good employers, this is like a good boss, isn't it? I'm telling him where he can work. I'd rather if he didn't come near the office, because I don't know if that will upset him or whatever. He's just retired from doing the art world. So for him to just do what he wants and to just kind of casually work on something is nice. And I think when you start putting the fear on something, I think you probably won't want to work with me if I say, oh, you've got to come to the office and, but I'll speak with him. He might want to come up to the office to have a look at something. I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully not, but obviously, because the office is where I do stuff. But he won't need to come to the office anyway, and I don't need him to come to the office. He's freelance, and I've basically automatically put him on freelance. I made that decision because, and I made it for someone else as well. I've made it for quite a few people to put them straight onto freelance because they can work casually. They don't have to bother coming to the office. Excuse me. They don't have to bother coming into the office. It takes the stress on. It takes the stress off them and everything. So yeah. If you do want to be if you do want like vlogs and stuff, then you'll just have to put up with them boring ones. I've got one which I've got to put from last year, so I'll do that as well. It's just a difficult thing. I didn't really spend much time in it, so, but it's like everyone's pleading with me to get rid of that one, so I did. Yes, I got rid of it. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna go because there's a video I want to finish watching about refill keys, and I'm gonna do a 700 spin video later, so I'll do that, and I'll just do those videos as well. I think I'm just gonna have to keep putting slop content on both channels now because it's just, I don't know, can't really do anything interesting without or anything good without it getting ruined. Oh well. But yeah, and I think it just gets, yeah. So I'll do the spins later. I'll do the shit for Beans World that I'm doing. But I hate doing slop. I really fucking hate it. It's just, and I hate dickheads causing an absolute problem for me, for the point where I've got to literally be on my guard for it, and they spoil the channel as well. So yeah, it's just but you've got to do that. Sorry about that bang, someone closing the door downstairs. So yeah, but for everybody else, stay tuned, and it's just, I mean, I don't even get paid for it, and if I was getting paid for it, it'd be even difficult, more so difficult. But everyone just like, it's like, it's like those who say that they own my channel, which they don't, and this has been the third time that I've had to do all this, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to do it. It's like, what's the point? It's not like this. It's I don't like YouTube being like Facebook where I've got to take stuff down all the fucking time. Um, you know, because it shouldn't be there or whatever. But I don't know. There's too much. There's people. I don't know. It's my little bit of a rant, but that I don't want to have. But you know, it's like, oh well, you can't do that. You can't put that on. You can't do this. It's just I don't know. Um, it gets to the point where I've just got to make boring stuff or slop. Like my spin video where I'm spinning, pretending to do gambling videos, and I think that's just what's going to happen, and you're going to see less of what I've been doing, and less vlog material, less material that's going to hurt people, less material that's going to screw people up, and because you know, like there's only one time I've been asked to take a video on this channel, and that was the Make It Workshop one. Only one video, and I took it down in respect to them. But it's like, why, it's like, that was a vlog that just hurt so many people and probably hurt me as a creator. So it's getting to the point where now it's like, this week's vlog will be, and there's a lot of substance in it because, and especially when we get to the end of this week. But apart from that, there isn't anything at all, and that makes me as a YouTuber. And this is like, the channel is picking up. It's picked up so much, but it's not like I care for this channel, as I've said to people. What? Yeah, I have, yeah. I wasn't going to, but but it's like, anyway. And it wasn't like the great thing, but anyway, it'll just have to be slop from now on until next week or week after, depending on when I can get something decent. When I do get something decent, I can't put that on, or I can't do that, or I don't know. So it's getting difficult for me to make videos for my other channel as well, because this is a problem I've got with the other channel. And I've made podcasts now because that's like not harming anything, except for the next podcast that I'm doing where I'm talking about video games and like the video game legends, and I'm talking about the Manhunt series and Rockstar and stuff, and I'm talking about like video games that got onto the edge of controversy, but that's going to be scripted. And we all knew that Manhunts, before you even guys comment, if you've played Manhunt, video games and entertainment, how like video games destroy people, and there has been now a lot of controversy with Roblox. And I'm going to put my rant in about Roblox, which you'll have to wait for that podcast, because I personally think that kids nowadays use Roblox as some form of social media, and there has been people on Roblox who have ended their own lives, and you have to be a bit delicate with it. But personally, I think, you know, what happened to the safe games that kids had? You know, like Club Penguin. Okay, there were a lot of preds, but you know, you kind of knew, everybody knew, and there were stronger communities on Club Penguin. Whereas Roblox, there is no strong community. There is, you know, take that into mind. You know, I mean, Minecraft's a much more safer game, I guess. I don't know, but they're thinking about banning that now, and it's nothing to do with the game. But we'll cover that because it's really important to discuss these things and discuss this sick and depraved cultures. Um, of, you know, video games and so on and so forth. But I will discuss Manhunt. Be warned, I will discuss it. Um, because Manhunt was a game that I didn't really understand the story behind it. I didn't understand why, when I was playing it at the time, I thought this game is a great torture porn game, right? What's the point? And like, when I found out what it was really about, I thought, oh shit, that is a game that's I mean, is pretty um the the sounds are shit, and uh the actual like Manhunt, the original Manhunt, the sound effects were a lot better and everything. And I read a rumor, which this is a bit of a spoiler. I read that one of the guys who did the sound effects for Manhunt actually, well, there's two things he did. Um, he actually pooed on himself in the studio. That happened. Um, and the other thing that happened was, this isn't true. Apparently, he cut himself for a sound effect. One of the people that was doing the sound effects for the Manhunt game, but that never happened. So yeah, I'm gonna cover all of the rumors. I'm gonna cover everything around it. I'm gonna cover some of the censorship and stuff. Um, and video games, and video games really, the problem with video games is they're not like anything else. You know, it's not like music or a film. You know, when you listen to a song, you understand that the person writing that song was in that frame of mind. You know, they had that experience. You know, when you listen to Hurt by Trent Reznor and Hurt by Johnny Cash, they're both different songs. And actual, like, Hurt by Johnny Cash, um, when you hear the interviews between Johnny Cash and Trent Reznor, like Johnny Cash was saying he put his own feeling, his own, it was the same song, he didn't change any of the lyrics, but he put his own feeling into it because he felt that song was, um, you know, because Johnny Cash had been on a very difficult, you know, he had a very difficult turn on life and having to find his own feet and everything. Anyway, with video games, you don't get that. It's because everything, because video games has been, the marketing for it has been pushed so hard onto kids that it's not like, oh, hold on a second, a video game can be for anybody. Anybody can make a video game about anything, and therefore a video game is a work of art because a video game is you're feeling, you're going through the simulations of the emotions of another person, and you're actually in that person's world, and you're playing the characters that those people have created, and you're going along that storyline that someone's created as well, which makes a game more artistic than anything, because